y'all. Welcome to He Walks With Us Everywhere. I'm Tracy. And, today, as I'm in here working on this project to build shelves, it got me thinking that it's a whole lot like our souls and like our spiritual state, There's a lot of steps to getting this done. There's a lot of steps to refinishing reclaimed wood, something that was old and worn and used before, and restoring it to a new purpose, something that is functional and can actually be admired even in a house, right? But like I said, there's steps. It's a process. You don't just take a piece of reclaimed wood and plop it in your house somewhere. You gotta sand it. You gotta buff it down. You might need to use one of these things that I don't even know what it is, but it makes a lot of noise and it's a whole lot of fun to use. So you buff, you sand, you scrape, you clean, you use different materials. Some people pressure wash. So there's different methods, just like our spirit. There's different methods that the Lord uses with each one of us, depending on our need individually, because He loves us that much that He knows our individual need. He knows what it's going to take to get us to a point where we are truly refined by His fire. And I'm going through, and I made a joke to a friend, I felt like Karate Kid, wax on, wax off, because like I said, there's steps. It's not just a one-time thing, and it's a beautiful completed work. Such is the story of our spirit, the story of our soul, the story of our lives, really. And God is the woodworker. He's the craftsman. He is the carpenter of our lives. And He is taking whatever necessary tools are needed, and He is completing the work that He has begun within each one of us. And sometimes it's hard work, Sometimes it's, sometimes it's a 180 or 720 grit sandpaper, that's very fine, but not really very rough to the touch. And then other times in our lives, we may require something more coarse, like a coarse grit sandpaper to really do some grinding down of the things that are needing work. But in any case, I just found it quite fascinating that the Spirit of the Lord at work within us and the refining of our souls is much like finishing a piece of reclaimed wood. It's got processes, it's got steps, and sure, you could skip one of the steps, you could skip any one of the steps, but the outcome, the finished product, would not be nearly as beautiful as what it would be if all the steps were fulfilled, if each process was dedicated and walked through accordingly. And those processes, some of them are rather quick. I found some of them go pretty quickly. Some of them, however, take a little more time and a little more hard work. But ultimately, God is the refiner of our spirit, of our soul. He is meticulously refining us, you guys. I mean, think about a craftsman. Think about how much time, labor intensive it is to take one piece of wood and make it a beautiful finished product that you'd be proud to display in your home. How much greater of a carpenter and craftsman and skillsman is our Father in heaven, carefully refining each piece, each one of us, so that when that day comes, whether we're called home or whether He returns for His bride, we will be ready on that day as His workmanship. Anyway, I love you all, and I will talk to you guys soon.